Back here at Target Field in Minneapolis, I'm Kevin McAlpin for 680 The Fan and the Atlanta Braves Radio Network. We're getting you set for game number 2 between the Braves and the Twins here in Minnesota. Beautiful night for baseball here at Target Field. Of course, the Braves losing last night's game, the series opener 5-3 in a game that saw Chris Martin give up a long 2-run homer to Miguel Sano. That was a walk-off variety for the Braves, their third walk-off loss of the season. First one since the third week of May in San Francisco as the Twins improved to 70-42 on the season. Minnesota, one of just 4 teams in all of Major League Baseball to already hit the 70-win mark, and of course they lead the AL Central. Meanwhile, the Braves enter play tonight 66-48. The lead over both the Phillies and the Nationals now stands at 6. Both Philadelphia and Washington victorious on the road last night. So the Braves looking to get back in the win column here tonight after a night that really spoiled another strong performance from Mike Soroka, who went 7 innings, allowed 3 earned runs, did give up a home run to Max Kepler, but that was only the 7th home run allowed by Mike Soroka all season. That by far is the fewest among starters in Major League Baseball. Next closest on that list is Cole Hamels. He's given up 9 on the year. So really, Soroka keeping the ball in the ballpark when you have that power sinker that both Flowers and McCann have told me is like catching a bowling ball. You know you're going to get a lot of ground balls. He's going to keep the ball in the ballpark. So again, that walk-off loss really spoiled another fine pitching performance from Soroka, whose fastball was outstanding. I thought it had more life on it than we've seen in a long, long time. That's an encouraging sign for a guy who had a shoulder injury last year, again in spring training, and is going through his first full season. So Soroka gets the no decision, and he still remains without a loss, on the road this season. A perfect 6-0 in decisions on the road this season. Ender Inciarte, he came out of last night's game. Precautionary measures with some tightness in his left quad. Brian Snitker said it's not a serious injury. If he's not in there tonight, he'll be back in there tomorrow. So more precautionary than anything. And Josh Donaldson last night, he has hit safely now in 30 of his last 31 ball games. He had that game-tying RBI single. And Freddie Freeman moving into sole possession of 7th place all-time on the Braves home run list. He was tied with Bob Horner for 7th place all-time. His 216th last night moves him into sole possession of 7th all-time. Still a long way to go to catch Hank Aaron, that is to say the least. Mike Foltynewicz making his first big league start since June 22nd here tonight. Made 6 appearances with the Gwinnett Stripers, and in that time he posted a 267 earned run average, 31 strikeouts in 33 2/3 innings pitched for Folty at the AAA level. The good sign, no home runs allowed. We know home runs have really plagued Folty here in the big leagues this season. He's given up 16 already. He gave up 17 in 183 innings in last season. So important for him to keep that ball in the ballpark. The slider was a pitch he wasn't really trusting, wasn't really feeling good throwing with earlier this season, but it does feel like he's been able to harness his control and his command of the slider. Look for him to use that again as his out pitch here as he gets back in the Braves rotation, taking the place, of course, of Kevin Gausman, who was claimed off waivers by the Cincinnati Reds yesterday. Meanwhile, fellow righty Jose Barrios, the 25-year-old, he'll toe the slab for the Twins here tonight. He's 10-5 with a 280 earned run average. He's a 2-time All-Star for Minnesota. His last 10 starts, opponents are hitting just .217 against the 25-year-old righty. He's going to throw a fastball, a sinker, mix in a change and a curve at times as well. Not a whole lot of history between the guys in the Braves lineup and Barrios. Only 8 total plate appearances between Josh Donaldson, Brian McCann, and Adam Duvall. So really a lot of guys seeing him for the very first time here tonight. And again, it's a beautiful night for baseball. Temperatures in the mid to upper 70s at game time. Should be a beautiful night here in the Twin Cities. Hopefully you can join Ben Ingram and Joe Simpson. They'll have all the play-by-play action right here from Target Field. First pitch is set for 8:10 p.m. Eastern right here on 680 The Fan and the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.